For now, we haven't really considered what to do about the partial frames. And as far as the tests go, I know that test will fail. Alright, this test will fail. We'll come back to that. I'm not sure what's going to build and what's not going to build. IntelliSense, you know how often IntelliSense lies to me. So let's build here, see what happens. Error, syntax error, of course. Missing a semicolon. Build. Start index, undeclared identifier. Why? I thought I did. Did I spell it wrong? Where's that error at? Sorry. Let me, start index. Oh! This is our frame number. Okay. And then it's complaining that outstream doesn't exist. And of course it does not exist, because it's declared right here. So I need to either make this a class level variable, make it global in the compilation unit, or pass it in. I think we'll just pass it in to keep as minimal scope as possible. So right frame. Oh, you know what? I don't want to pass it in, because now I have to pound include fstream up in here, and I'd rather not include a file stream up in my profile header. So I'm going to keep it in the compilation unit as small scope as possible. And I know I used the unnamed namespace before in the test file, but here, since it's only one variable, I'm going to make it static. And if we get more than one variable, then I will make an unnamed namespace. Static ofstream outstream, and again, remember, static in this case just makes it private to the compilation unit. And then down here, well, instead of instantiating outstream with the file name, I want to say outstream dot open, and I'm going to double check that we close. Write data. I don't see a close anywhere. You know what? I'm going to feel bad if we don't close. Oh, that's funny. Well, it's not funny, actually. The reason why it was closing before, since I initially defined outstream right here, then once I hit the closing curly at the bottom of the function, then the destructor would run closing the file. We need to close our file. Outstream.close. Alright, I think that should hopefully fix all the build errors. Build succeeded. Now, you never really know quite when you build. I remember as a new programmer thinking, oh, it builds, good, I'm done. Yeah, whatever. Let's see what errors we've introduced. Let's run this. Control F5. Control F5. There we go. Cast off. Bunch of errors go by, and it looks like 2 tests. Now, we knew this test would fail. We haven't really accounted for the incomplete frames quite yet. But circulating 1 plus some, that's the test we were working on. All right, let me bring that report back up. Circulating 1 plus some. Yeah, it looks like there were some failures in that area, which, well, okay, I didn't think we'd get it perfect the first time. I think that's the first thing I want to see the output, the comma separated file that we did output, and see what the result is there. So I'm going to go back to profile tests, and where's the plus sum? Right here. Put a breakpoint there, hit F5, run up to that breakpoint, so I know that that is the last test to write out to the comma separated file. Going to go to the project folder for the project, bring in the CSV file, and hey, that's looking pretty good. Isn't that what we expected here? We wanted 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, all that stuff up to 20. Yeah, I'm feeling good about that. So why did the tests fail? Let's look at this. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go. I have a suspicion. All right, now this is just a suspicion, an intuition suspicion after programming for as long as I've been programming, that since this looks pretty good and it looks a lot like what I wanted, I'm gonna guess that the tests are flawed somehow. In fact, if I control F5, we can see here circulating 1 plus some. We had several failures here, so my gut's kind of telling me I think the test probably looked beyond the mark. You can see here 24, 25, 26, 27, 20, 0, 0, 0, 0. Kept getting zeros out. I'm betting the tests probably went too far. Let's go look at that. Run test on frames, F12. Write frames, check frames, F12. So we really should go through It looks like we have 3 categories, 5 frames, so that should be 15 runs of this loop right here. And num frames times, so 5 times 15 should, or 5 times 3 should be 15. Let me put a breakpoint there, see what's going on. Shift F5, F5. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. You know, I'm not sure which test we're currently in. Remember, we wrote check frames, and then we called it from several places right here and here. I don't know which one got us in there, so I'm actually going to just get rid of this breakpoint because I want to be sure I'm on the right test. Stop debugging with Shift F5. Put a breakpoint right here. F5. Run tests on frames. Yes. F11 to step in. F10. F10. I know right frames is looking pretty good. Profiler shut down. Check frames. F11. And so now I'm going to put a breakpoint right here. F5. 3. Oh wait, that's a 3. That should be an 8. Oh duh. I mean, that should be a 5. Sorry, it is an 8. Oh. Check frames, num frames. I bet we didn't account if num frames greater than max frame samples. Yeah, we started out at the right location, but our num frames we need to bring down to this max. Alright, Shift F5. Let's add another curly here. And I don't know how I feel about modifying parameters, but I'm going to. I kind of consider this a local variable too, so I'm free to do what I want. The number of frames now will be max frame samples. So sure, you can give me 8, that's fine, but I'm going to truncate it out at 5 because I know that's the most amount of frames I will have saved away in the file. Right, I hope that makes sense. I'm going to hope and pray and that this fixes the problem. Control F5, build started. Build succeed, build. One failed test. That fixed the problem. Cool. And excluding complete frames, well, we just need to tweak the code, go back and make that work again. So I'm feeling pretty good about this. A lot better, and the circularity is starting to work as expected. So next video.